French knots may appear difficult, but just practice with me and you'll have it down in no time. When making French knots, I like to work on a surface. Come up from the back of the fabric to the front, grasp the floss about 1.5 inches from the fabric, and wrap it around the needle twice. Now put the needle point back into the fabric very close to the hole you came out of. Be careful not to go into the same hole. Then hold the knot in place with your thumbnail on top and your fingernails underneath, and pull the floss through. And there's the French knot. Here we go again. Bring your needle up through the fabric. Now wrap your floss. Notice that as we hold the floss taut and lower the needle, those wraps naturally begin to slide down. Go back into the fabric. I said before not to go down into the very same hole you came up through. That's because it's very easy then to pull that French knot completely through to the back and you lose the knot altogether. Watch again. Your pattern shows you where to position your French knots. You'll see them as eyes or stamens in the middle of a flower, or sometimes grouped in a bunch to make a raised area. It might be directly on the fabric or on top of an area that's already been cross-stitched. And another one. Usually when I make French knots, I keep my thumbnail over the knot until I bring the floss all the way through to the back. But for the camera, I wanted you to see exactly how that knot is constructed. Now if your pattern doesn't tell you how many strands to use and how many times to wrap the floss, try using the same number of strands as in your cross stitches. Wrapping twice seems to be fairly standard. And now number 5. If your knot's too big or too small, just carefully clip it away and start again. It's even easier to work a few sample knots on the edge of the fabric until you find just the right combination. Now if you're still having trouble, describe what's happening in an email and I'll try to help you through it. And that's how we make French knots.